So let's get this straight once and for all. Batana oil does not grow hair. It doesn't penetrate the bloodstream. It doesn't regenerate follicles. It doesn't awaken a dormant hair root. And if somebody's telling you it does, they are selling you all dreams, not facts. But does that mean that Batana oil is all hype? No, not at all. The real power in Batana oil does not lie in its ability to force or somehow change or restructure your body's natural hair growth cycle. But it has a unique ability to completely transform the scalp's natural environment, making it healthier, more balanced, and more supportive. Hair growth is an internal process. It starts within the hair follicle. Hair follicle lives way beneath the skin's surface. This is a layer that this oil simply cannot reach. Hair is fed by hormones, blood vessels, and through the nutrients circulating within your body. Not oil, not even Batana oil. I know Dr. Sebi told you that it do, but no. Even though it has a little bit of effect on the skin, which is why you guys are so confused, let's get down to the facts and look at the skin's barrier and why this powerful barrier makes it so that this oil, or no oil for that matter, can ever get past a certain level, a certain layer of the skin to reach the hair follicle to begin with. The stratum corneum, as we've talked about in the video linked in the description box below, is your skin's barrier. This is the outermost layer of your skin made up of dead skin cells and lipids. This layer of skin is designed for no other purpose other than keeping things out, especially things like water, bacteria, and foreign substances like oil. Oils cannot penetrate deeply, even though certain ones can make it a little into the layer, but never past it like this oil here. Some of the molecules are small enough to go a little deep into the stratum corneum, but it never goes past it. This is one of the few oils that can slightly absorb just a little bit into the stratum corneum because of its smaller molecules, but it still doesn't reach the follicle, and it doesn't do enough to get into the bloodstream to change any of the body's natural patterns or cycles, especially the hair growth cycle. But even though it doesn't go past the surface, I mean, that's still okay because the surface matters a whole lot. This is where this oil shines, because when you are a person who's team natural, let's be honest, the majority of women who are, oh my God, back to the oil, or whatever you call it, oil, the majority of women who are all gung-ho and crazy about it are women who have followed team natural practices. You've done all of the grease and all of the oils. You've done all of the things that cause you to have an overgrowth of yeast and bacteria in the scalp. So your scalp is in a horrible environment for the body's natural hair growth cycle. So because of all of the additions and all of the different additives and things of that nature that this oil has, it ends up balancing and being able to kill those different microbes that live on the scalp. Let's hop into it. So for somebody resetting things or in a phase of detox, it can help you to rehydrate the scalp, because remember, you're coming from dusty patterns that make your scalp feel really dry. Make sure you watch the last video in the description box below to know what I mean. It can soothe some of its key constituents, can soothe some of the irritation temporarily that is caused from the overgrowth of yeast and bacteria that you've let accumulate. It temporarily softens the hair strands for styling, detangling, and things of that nature. But it's a temporary fix. You won't use the oil one time and never need to use it again. It's a temporary fix. Improves elasticity levels within the skin. Remember, the skin on your face and the skin on your scalp are a lot different. Link in the description box below to learn the difference between the two. And it has a lot of different antioxidants antioxidants and vitamins, helps to fight damage, right? That acts as a sort of protective barrier. This is within the body and on the skin, but these are all temporary fixes. The beauty industry loves a miracle story, like a one-size-fits-all oil that has all of these different properties, but the truth of the matter is all of the key constituents that are within this oil, if you want to see them, I broke them down in a blog post, but I'm not going really deep into it in this video because I'm not promoting you to go use this oil. I'm just trying to help you understand that this oil is not helping you to grow your hair. What this oil is doing is helping you to kill and balance a lot of the different microbes that you've allowed to overaccumulate and overgrow and overpopulate on the scalp. When we're talking about an oil like this is one of those oils that you use for a hot oil treatment or for a scalp treatment. I mean it when I say it. Nothing goes on the scalp unless you're curing some type of infection. So again, if you do not have a scalp infection, any type of inflammation or anything like that, I do not recommend this, because at the end of the day, if you don't have an overgrowth of yeast and bacteria and you put something that has the ability to kill yeast and bacteria, what you do is you cause an imbalance of microbiome on the scalp. So if you kill forms of yeast and bacteria that don't need to go, you now have an imbalance. So you'll then the body will go working overtime to replace those things. So then you'll be overran with either good or bad bacteria, or just overran with a mix of them both and a bunch of other things. So this is why we have to understand, like, yes, all of these oils and butters are nice, but at the end of the day, none of them are needed. And when we're talking about this oil in particular, if you just feel like you have to use it because you're stuck in this cycle, then it is something that you should only be using for like a hot oil treatment or a scalp treatment. Even when we come here on my channel, we have certain conversations about oils and butters. You guys are always like, oh, well, Indian women did this, or this group of women did this, or this nation does this. But no, they don't. When they do add oil, is for ritualistic practices, right? It's normally some type of spiritual backing behind it, or they're curing some type of infection, right? So in this case, if you were to use this oil in the scalp in any way, it would be, excuse me, as a treatment to balance out the scalp's microflora. So you would use it, put a heated cap on, no longer than 15 to 20 minutes, and you can either use your body heat or like a heated dryer, anything that has like direct heat, or you could just get in a really hot steamy shower and wash your butt and then shampoo it out. But once it comes out, it's not rinsed out with water. You are removing this with a detox / clarifying shampoo, right? You're gonna shampoo your hair at least 3 times. You need a really good lather. You don't want any oil or anything left over in your hair, because the things that are left over will go bad. It will start to feed the yeast and bacteria that lives in the scalp, and that is how you use the oil. But for y'all to just be applying it in globs and loads of it every day is literally one of the worst things you can do. It's one of the worst things you can do. That's not how oil should be used. If you're going to use it, it should be for a hot oil treatment. But I don't recommend that for everybody. You only do that as a treatment if you need it. The same way when we're talking about Olaplex or K18, you're only getting it if you need it. But these are treatment products, and we need to learn how to put different products in their proper perspective. Everybody should not be using an oil. The only time you should be using any type of oil is if you're going after a specific bacteria, you're trying to cure a specific infection, and you need a certain carrier to do a very specific thing, right? So I really hope that this makes sense. it gets a little confusing because every single time we get online, every time you get on social media, they're pushing a new secret cure to you. But at the end of the day, and I was gonna like break it down and go all scientific and tell you the names of all of the key constituents, but I'm not an oil pumper, so I don't really feel like doing all of that. But the truth of the matter is, this oil does not grow hair. It doesn't. It just makes it so you have a better environment so your hair can do what it does naturally. And the problem is, so many of you are following Team Natural still, whether you're admitting it or not, and the patterns and the routines make it so your scalp is a horrific environment for your hair to grow. So then you use something like this oil, you use an oil like this, and then your scalp feels great. So you're like, oh my God, it grew my hair. No, it didn't. God grew your hair. Your body's gonna naturally do what it was supposed to do. It just made it so the environment of your scalp was sustainable enough for hair growth. But did you know that if you just change your patterns and your routines, if you just stop oiling and greasing the scalp, if you just stop layering all of these products in your hair, if you just stop walking around with wet hair that causes the microflora on your scalp to overpopulate, if you stop doing all of these things, you won't need to add an oil to the scalp that balances your scalp's natural microflora because it'll already be balanced. Okay, so again, if you still want to use the oil, girl, go use it. Don't nobody care. What I'm telling you is, this oil does not grow hair. It does not. Yes, the molecules are small enough to get to pierce the stratum corneum, but they're not big enough to go through them and all the way down through the hair follicle to the bloodstream enough to change the natural hair growth cycle. Absolutely not. It's a scientific fact. So if you still want to buy it, go spend your money on it. I'm not buying it. I wouldn't buy it. But if that's what you want to do, then you go right ahead and do it. Or if you've already purchased it, then girl, now you got an at-home, you know, scalp treatment, hot oil treatment or whatnot, but don't put the oil on your scalp on a regular basis. Everything works until it doesn't, because regardless of what people want to say, the same women who were preaching to put the oil on their scalp every 5 minutes, everything works until it doesn't. And in 2025, we're in that phase right now where it doesn't. It's stopping working and stuff. So I really love y'all. I hope that this video made sense. I hope that y'all not too mad or like too bothered or all up in y'all feelings or whatever about it, but it doesn't matter because that oil does not go in the scalp. It's not this super duper magical oil that just helps hair grow. The proof of the pudding is, the thing of the matter is, that oil working so good on all of y'all hair is proof that the majority of y'all are the reason that your hair growth cycle has slowed down to begin with. All this oil working on your hair means is that you and your patterns and routines are the reason that your hair is not growing. And by you using the oil, it resets your scalp's patterns. But you can't stop using it because you won't stop doing the things that cause the body's patterns to be off balance in the first place. So it's a never-ending cycle that you can never get off of. And right in the middle of that cycle is all of the favorite oils that they're preaching to you, because you have to understand the type of mind that y'all are all under. They feed y'all the things, the patterns, the products, the routines, all of the things that freak up your scalp's natural microbiome, right? And then to finish it off, they sell you an oil to undo all of the things that they taught you to do in the first place that set it off. The oil and the butter and the grease and the wash and go and all of the things. The lock method and all of the things. When I say something about it, it sounds like I'm attacking or like I'm coming after people, and I am, because the people who started it have tucked their tail between their legs and all ran. And now y'all are all running after different products and different herbs and different cheeseburger meals to put in y'all hair, instead of just going to the basics that the professionals told y'all to stick to before y'all started following Team Natural. So the Team Natural girls have went back to the salon. Maybe you should too.
Yeah, let's stop selling scalp dreams, baby. Batana cute, but it ain't God. Let's go. Batana oil, thick and gold. Got your scalp feeling healed, looking bold. But let's clear this up, don't get sold. It don't grow no hair, that's what you've been told. It don't hit the root, don't touch the vein. Can't wake a follicle or fix the pain, but it calms the skin, reduces strain, makes your scalp real chill like a gentle rain. It don't grow hair, nah, don't get hype, but it sets the stage if your scalp ain't right. If you're healthy and clean, then you don't need a thing. Just shampoo that scalp, let your body do its thing. Y'all over oiling, sleeping with grease, clogging up pores when your scalp want peace. Sebum flowing, then girl you fine. Don't add nothing if you shine, still shine. Batana's for damage, not for the flex, not for routine, only when it's a mess. And if you got bumps or it's feeling tight, use it short term, rinse it out right. 15 minutes, then it's gone. Detox shampoo, keep it strong. No build up, no flake, no overplay. Your scalp need air, not oil all day. It don't grow hair, nah, don't get hype, but it sets the stage if your scalp ain't right. If you're healthy and clean, then you don't need a thing. To shampoo that scalp, let your body do its thing. It don't grow hair. Y'all over oiling, sleeping with grease, clogging up pores when your scalp want peace. Sebum flowing, then girl you fine. Don't add nothing if you shine, still shine. Batana's for damage, not for the flex, not for routine, only when it's a mess. And if you got bumps or it's feeling tight, use it short term, rinse it out right. 15 minutes, then it's gone. Detox shampoo, keep it strong. No build up, no flake, no overplay. Your scalp need air, not oil all day. Stay smart, stay clean, stay free, cause y'all in oil jail. Yeah. It don't grow hair, nah, don't get hype, but it sets the stage if your scalp ain't right. If you're healthy and clean, then you don't need a thing. Shampoo that scalp, let your body do its thing. It don't grow hair, got love, but don't lie to your scalp. Cure infection, cool. Fix dryness, sure. Grow hair, not sis. Stay smart, stay clean, stay free, cause y'all in oil jail.
Yeah, let's stop selling scalp dreams, baby. Batana cute, but it ain't God, let's go. Batana oil, thick and gold, got your scalp feeling healed, looking bold. But let's clear this up, don't get sold. It don't grow no hair, that's what you've been told. It don't hit the root, don't touch the vein. Can't wake a follicle or fix the pain, but it calms the skin, reduces strain, makes your scalp real chill like a gentle rain. It don't grow hair, nah, don't get hype, but it sets the stage if your scalp ain't right. If you're healthy and clean, then you don't need a thing. Just shampoo that scalp, let your body do its thing.
Y'all over oiling, sleeping with grease, clogging up pores when your scalp want peace. Sebum flowing, and girl you fine. Don't add nothing if you shine, still shine.
Batana's for damage, not for the flex, not for routine, only when it's a mess.
And if you got bumps or it's feeling tight, use it short term, rinse it out right.
15 minutes, then it's gone. Detox shampoo, keep it strong. No podja, no flake, no overplay. Your scalp need air, not oil all day. It don't grow hair, nah, don't get this thing.
Batana oil got love, but don't lie to your scalp. Cure infection, cool. Fix dryness, short. Grow hair, nauseous. Stay smart, stay clean, stay clean. Y'all greasy and dusty.